and all time.
Good morning, America. Live from sun and fun, northern New England, coastal southern Maine. This is Frank Margell on this Toe Tapping Tuesday, January 30th. Yeah, at the Harbor View Trail here in the big city of Portland, Maine. And we're also just about an hour into the Astronomical High Tide. I'll zoom out here. I'm using the tripod. Give you a little look around here. This is a freelance video, and you will find it on the World Wide Web. And I want to thank you for all the upbeat comments and shares. I'm not affiliated with any business or enterprise that you may see in the video today. Yeah, I'm out here in the public domain sharing my comments and views with you once again on this Tuesday morning about 10:30 a.m. And it's wicked cold, and we got a wicked north breeze blowing about 15-20 miles an hour. I found a little spot to get away from that offshore wind, and I'll tell you, it's wicked cold. Temperatures today in the 20s, but with that wind it feels like 0 degrees, and it's very hazardous and very cold. I wanted to get out and about with you today and get a little bit of exercise and work on my hobby. Yeah, I love getting out and about in northern New England, coastal southern Maine, and showing you the sights and sounds, and getting into some weather and some other type of commentary. Sometimes it's business, social, and political. But let's look at the weather. And you can check your weather facts by going to the National Weather Service. That's what I do, and you can type in your zip code. And for this area of coastal southern Maine, I typed in 04101, and I pulled up some really cool, interesting weather facts. I'm not affiliated with the National Weather Service, and I don't speak for them, but I think they have a wicked cool website. Yeah, so let's go over the weather very briefly here in northern New England, coastal southern Maine. Okay, so today we may be getting some snow. It's overcast right now, mainly before 11 a.m. And then, as you can see, it's very cloudy. We could see a high of 26 today, but it's blustery, and we have that north wind blowing 15 to 20 miles per hour. So there's a chance of precipitation today, 70%. Total daytime snow accumulation of less than a half an inch is possible. Yep, you can always go ahead and check your weather once again at the National Weather Service. So it's wicked cold, and tonight we could see some clouds, and then mostly becoming clear. And on Wednesday, Wild Wednesday, we could have a high near 28. Again, a northwest wind, 5 to 10 miles per hour in the afternoon. Wednesday night, a 50% chance of snow after 10 p.m. And then it just might warm up Thursday. We could see temperatures possibly in the 40s, but then it looks like there's a good chance of snow. So once again, always check your facts. These are my comments and views, and the weather does change from time to time here in northern New England, coastal southern Maine. Yeah, there is also there's a coastal flood advisory due to the astronomical high tides. Yep, and I wanted to get down here, and this is one of the low-lying areas of Portland, Maine. Yeah, Portland, Maine is a peninsula, and high tide was at 9:40 a.m. and we're about 10:30, give or take. And in this particular area, if there was going to be some astronomical high tide or potential coastal flooding, there would be some evidence of it down here. However, at this time, it's good to go, but there may be some other areas in northern New England, coastal southern Maine that experience some astronomical high tide and flooding. So you can always send me a comment or a view, and once again, these are just my opinions and views, so always check your facts. And I love hearing from you. And when you do comment, I do respond in kind. Thank you very much for commenting on my videos. All right, one more thing to take care of this morning out here in the cold harbor, or the harbor of northern New England, coastal southern Maine, right here in Maine's largest city, Portland. Tonight is a big deal for me. And it might be for many others, I dare say. So I want to get into a little bit of political commentary, and I wanted to build up to a little bit. Tonight, President Donald Trump will be addressing the nation and giving his address called the State of the Union address, and that'll be at 9 p.m. and I'll be tuning in, and I'm sure many Americans and those from all over the world will want to hear from our esteemed president. I wanted to build up to this a little bit. I am a Donald Trump supporter. I voted for Donald Trump, and I've had some misgivings, as I'm sure some other Americans have. Nonetheless, I continue to support Donald Trump, and I find our esteemed president getting the job done for America. I find him representing my interest and the interest of his voters. However, I do see Donald Trump conducting his affairs more in the interest of all of Americans, rather than just sticking to one hardcore party line. There is some expectation when voting for a Republican president that the president would lean to the left more than to the right, and that is just an ongoing theory. Nonetheless, Donald Trump, in my humble opinion, has been able to transcend his party and lean towards the left. And I had proposed or suspected that this may be the case when I was considering voting for him, that he would indeed lean sometimes to the left. However, I find him representing the interest of all of the American people, and he's doing a great job at it. And although he is a Republican, I find him in a capacity that is much more suited for all Americans. So his speech tonight will demonstrate, in my humble opinion, that he is speaking for all of America. And I really enjoy his administration. I enjoy watching the press releases and the White House briefings. I enjoy the staff that support our president and work for the United States of America. I think Donald Trump's doing a great job, and I'm going to continue to support him. And I would also like to congratulate the United States of America for having such a bold leader as President Donald J. Trump. And that's my humble political opinion today. Out here in the cold Arctic harbor blast of Portland, Maine. Northern New England, coastal southern Maine. This is Frank Margell. You may or may not agree with me regarding our esteemed president, and that's okay. If you do have a comment or a view, please go right ahead if there's a comment page under my video, and go for it. Just please keep it upbeat and clean, because I am out here in the public domain, and I appreciate it. If you just want to talk about the weather or anything else, or just say hi, go right ahead. I'd love to hear from you. Today is January 30th. Oh, about 10:45 a.m. now. Checking out the harbor on this 2018. Yep. The day of the State of the Union address, and also Astronomical High Tides. You have a great Maine day, and no matter where you are in the free world, I'll try to keep you posted, of course. And before I part and get warm and do a coffee run, I'd like to thank all those that serve the United States of America, these communities, and all those in harm's way. And God bless you, and you have a great Maine day. This is Frank Margell. You take care.